Hi, Jason with Nurses in Balance here. Going to be talking to you today about basically the recipe for keeping your body in balance, reducing muscle fatigue and muscle soreness. Now, throughout most people's day, this graph here is intensity versus time. So, for most people, their jobs, low intensity, but for long duration. You're sitting at a keyboard, you're just standing, everything's low intensity. Even jobs where people every now and again exert, say as a nurse, you're flipping a body, you're lifting a patient, even a construction worker, massage therapist, me, I have a deep tissue client, I'm exerting a little bit, but over time your body just adapts to that. And, flipping patients, you don't become a bodybuilder. Doing deep tissue massage does not, you don't get big muscles from that. It's not high intensity. Your body adapts to it and it becomes a low intensity thing. So you may be tired at the end of a shift, but you haven't done high intensity. The reason you're tired is because these systems here, basically metabolic waste has built up, and you haven't really cleaned that out through high intensity. So the recipe here that I'm giving you is, so for long duration, low intensity jobs, periodically interrupting that with something high intensity and short duration that checks as many of these boxes as possible is going to refresh your muscles, release the tension in them, prevent soreness, and allow you to go on until the tension and fatigue accumulates again, and then you just do this again. So the method I've outlined in other videos, even just a big yawn, checks a lot of these boxes. So cardio, most of the day you're at a resting heart rate, you're not doing too much. If your muscles are, if you have poor posture, what's happening is you're actually preventing proper blood flow in those muscles. So the metabolic waste products build up, low oxygen, neurally you're tensing, but you're still using low threshold motor units. Posturally, obviously this is not good. Your proprioceptive system, you're building this habit of, this feels normal. Head forward, shoulders turned in. That starts to feel normal when you're just doing this. Connective tissue, your fascia, your ligaments, they all adapt to if you're only doing this. If you come home, so another example, or say this is happening, you're at work, your muscles are either sore or tired, tight, tense. I'm just going to stretch it out. All you've done is lengthened this and pulled on this, but you haven't dealt with this, all these. So here, what you do in order to engage these, literally all you have to do, high intensity contraction, relax slowly, come to resting length, and then shake it out. Cardio, the high intensity contraction, and then that is pumping out the old blood, oxygen, bringing in, and then as you release, new oxygen, nutrients can come in. Neurally, when you relax, when you contract and then relax, and then come to rest, neurally you're doing something called a pandiculation. That's your yawning reflex. So that tight contraction that you get in the morning, and then you just relax. That's actually a reflex to loosen your muscle, to get your muscle to release and relax and release the tension. Posturally, nobody yawns this way. This is how we age. This is a sign of something's wrong. We yawn like this. So posturally, you're retraining your proprioceptive system to go in the right way, to not age. So if you don't want to age poorly, yawn more. Connective tissue, once again, you're going in the right direction there, while also engaging these other systems. Muscularly, you're contracting, you're cleaning it out, you're bringing in new, fresh. You're doing neurally, you're turning the muscle on. Your intense contraction, you're engaging the high threshold motor units, which will fight against and strengthen against the low threshold pull of the day, working at the computer, bending over patients, or whatever you're doing, and then going home or on your breaks, looking down at the phone, a laptop, sitting in a non-ergonomically. But then you have the postural habits where even if you're in something ergonomic, you're still not going to sit that way because this feels normal. This starts to feel normal after a time. So this also explains why even going to a yoga class or a boot camp class or going for a long run, you might be checking some of these boxes, but unless you're checking most of them, especially postural and neural and cardio, unless you're, these two especially, but then also this one, cleaning out. So that's why you can go for a good run, get a good sweat and everything, but it still doesn't fix your postural problems because most people when they run, they don't run with perfect posture. Yoga. You can go to your yoga class, but if it doesn't deal with these, you can get a good sweat, a good stretch, but unless you're doing the poses that fix the result of this by more stretching and doing this, yoga is a lot of pushing, a lot of holding, downward dog and whatnot. So unless you're specifically checking these boxes, then it's not going to be as effective as it could. You can still have those pain. So at home, outside of work, checking as many of these boxes, high intensity, short duration, with either weights or high intensity intervals of either sprints. You can do jumping rope, martial arts, dance, perhaps dance, but with if you had this in mind, and then at work, literally you just either a big yawn to get just a general relaxation and release, shake it out. The shaking it out, that's more of a neural, getting that last bit of tension out, just shaking. But at work, whatever muscle's bothering you, contract it and say, this is my traps. Contract intensely, relax slowly, come to rest, and then shake it out. My skull here, my occiput, contract intensely, up to 30 seconds, little as 6 seconds, and then relax slowly, come to rest, and then you can't shake your head that fast, but some circles just to get it out. When you exercise at home, whatever you're trying to do, check these boxes. At work, check these boxes. Big yawn or individual muscle. Do the method. All right. Thanks for watching.